Okay, Oak Rovers, this is going to be a video that's going to help you solve proportions where you use a part-to-part ratio. Now, the problem, I've started off the problem like this. The ratio of boys to girls is 3 to 4. And I've purposely hid the rest of the problem because I want to talk about the different types of ratios I can write when I know that there's 3 boys to 4 girls. There's 2 part-to-part ratios that I can write, and that's boys to girls, which is 3 to 4, or girls to boys, which is 4 to 3. But there's also 2 part-to-total ratios that I can write. The part-to-total ratios are boys 3 to 7 total students, 3 to 7 total students, which I have here, and 4 girls to 7 total students. Those are both part-to-total ratios because they talk about part of the class and comparing it to the whole class. Now let's look at this problem and see what kind of problem I have here. It says the ratio of boys to girls is 3 to 4. And my rest of the problem says if there are 36 boys in the class, how many girls are there? So the rest of this problem is going to help me define my variables. The 2 variables are easy to see when I look at the rest of the problem. They're boys and girls. So in my variables lines, I'm going to put down boys and girls as my 2 variables. Now under the ratio part, I'm going to use the ratio that was given in the first part. And I knew that there was, the first part of the problem, I knew that there was 3 boys for every 4 girls. So I'm going to write that ratio on my double number line of 3 to 4. And then I'm going to go to the rest of the problem and see what other pieces I know. It says that if there are 36 boys in the class, so how many girls are there? So the rest of the class, I know that there's 36 boys from the rest of the problem, and I'm trying to find out how many girls there are, so I'll put a question mark there. Now in math, instead of question marks, we usually use X, but I'm going to use a question mark for this one. Now, when I solve this, some of you may be able to see that there's a relationship between 3 and 36, and I can multiply 3 by 12 to make 36. So if you see that, you can multiply that by 12 to make 36. You'll know that on the other problem, you can also multiply that to make your answer, to give you your answer. So 4 times 12 will be your answer, and that's going to be 48. Now, if you weren't able to see that relationship very easily, you can always cross multiply to solve these. And the way you cross multiply is you multiply diagonally. I'll take 3 times question mark is equal to 4 times 36. So I'll write that down as 3 times question mark is equal to 4 times 36. Then I'll multiply both sides out, and when I do that I get 3x on this side because 3 times question mark is the same as 3x. We use letters for variables instead of question marks. And then 4 times 36 is 144. Then if I divide both sides by 3, I can get my answer of x is 48. And you'll get the exact same answer whether you cross multiply it or whether you go side by side. Try and see the side by side one if you're able to do that, but if you're not, you can always fall back on cross multiplying that problem. Hopefully that helps. Good luck on the problems today.